both in the Randomizer League, which is essentially like a league of a bunch of randomizer races. There's a scoring system, and it looks like they're starting off here.
Maybe just a little bit of desync, but
It'll
it's
probably get fixed pretty soon. And I believe, since this is on the season races preset, I believe one of the first two items will have to be the Morph Ball. So either Morph Ball will be at its vanilla location, or it will be at the ceiling energy tank location, one room to the right. But other than that, any item can be pretty much anywhere as long as you can reach that item with what you currently have. And we have Grapple Beam at the first item.
that's an interesting first one. I'm a little surprised that they wouldn't have like Screw Attack, because that could open up some stuff too.
You have to find... There's a couple locations, so you need to find either Screw Attack, Speed Booster, Morph Ball Bombs, or Power Bombs in order to get out of criteria. In a major-minor split, then... so it's just a Morph Ball here and an Energy Tank. In the season randomizer races where there's a major-minor split, you need to find something that gets you out of this area, either at one of those first two items or at Bomb Chorizo. But because it's a full randomization, it could be anywhere. I'm finding some missiles here. So probably, because they don't really have any bombs or anything like that yet, I think the only item location they can check now is Bomb Chorizo.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
Everything else would require some form of breaking bomb blocks. So that does mean that Bomb Chorizo has to be one of Bomb, Screw Attack, Speed Booster, or Power Bombs.
I'm gonna vote for the spicy option, Speed Booster.
Yeah, Speed Booster is pretty interesting. It'll require them to do a short charge here to break those blocks on the left side.
Well, can they get a Speed Booster required to get through the gauntlet?
No, it's just Speed Booster. And it is Power Bombs. I don't actually know what's required for Gauntlet in Logic. I am pretty sure that a certain number of energy tanks required. You need, I think, either Screw Attack Bombs or at least 10 Power Bombs.
I think I saw at least one video where you could just Speed Booster your way all the way through Gauntlet, and that was the most crazy thing I'd seen in a while.
Yeah, you can
Shine Spark, I mean.
Or, yeah, you can Shine Spark all the way in, but you can't get back out without something else. So we're getting a couple people heading down first into the last missile location, which is another Powerbomb pack. And Toasty is opting not to go for last missiles, but he will check the back of Gauntlet, which is Power Bombs and a Super Missile attack. And we're getting a fair bit of route divergence now.
Oh, Scotty's going all the way back. Wow.
Scotty? He's checking the Criteria Supers location, but you can't actually get the item without having... Oh, this is...
I bet he's gonna route back down to Brinstar and out to left through the power bomb door.
Unfortunately, I took a death there. But I think what he was probably thinking of doing is checking the item, what item was at Criteria Supers, so he wouldn't have to go back there again, and then checking probably the Billy Maze room, which requires power bombs to access, and then probably heading back through Brinstar.
Oh, we'll
see if he does the same thing.
We've got a gauntlet run.
Oh yeah. Ooh, and high jump boots for Toasty in the Brinstar Reserve location. I missed what the front missile item was. And charge beam there too.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, unfortunately.
We'll see it on Asder's screen in a moment. Super missiles at the Gauntlet major location.
Oh no, he lost
just
everything. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not many options to save before when the bomb trees are very, and it's pretty rare to die around there. So
I guess I'm just used to the combo randomizer saving all the time.
yeah. Toasty runs into that green door and forgets he doesn't have super missiles, so he can't actually get that item. And Rasu's cleaning up his back of Gauntlet, which actually could be the first super missile pack in Logic. Should be rather interesting.
Those were some nice wall jumps that Toasty got up there.
Yeah, let's see if he gets the Mock Bell out. And he does.
Nice.
That's one of the most underappreciated tricks. If you just normally roll out of that power bomb pack area, you'll actually fall back down. But if you get a really precise landing and then use a Mock Ball, which basically lets you keep your running speed in the Morph Ball, you can actually get enough speed to cross the hole without falling in, which saves about like 5 to 10 seconds.
I think it's one of the harder Mock Balls to get going too, if I remember.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight window for the jump, and you have to do a short hop. Still no super missiles outside of the Gauntlet.
Ooh, that could make that a big play then, because there's doors that people are skipping right over.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like it was an energy tank in the front.
Charge and plasma already. So, we're gonna have a lot of fun with the bosses. Toasty realizes he doesn't have super missiles yet. The question is, will Toasty go to Spore Spawn? Looks like the answer is no.
That actually could be a big play though if it has something, because he can do a Spore Slip, and the other ones cannot do that.
Well, if Toasty might have checked Spore Spawn for super missiles, because it is possible for the first super missiles to be at Spore Spawn, though it is pretty rare, but it isn't Logic, so sometimes you do have to make the gamble and basically save before Spore Spawn and then reset if it's not super missiles. I think Asder is also making the same play to head back to Gauntlet. And what's behind that green super missile door that we missed? It's another super missile pack.
Just watch all the super missiles be locked behind all the green doors for no reason, just to be trolly.
I haven't seen this, the old one's wearing location. Oh, that's just a missile pack. So far, the only super missile pack we've seen that's in Logic for or the only in-logic super missile packs we've seen for not having super missiles yet are in Gauntlet.
Yeah, that might make people have to backtrack all the way up, and that's just gonna slow
Toasty and
everyone down.
are already backtracking up to Gauntlet. There could still be super missiles in the Billy Mays room or at the Green Hills location.
Just those wall jumps on the side of there to get up the gauntlet are pretty tight too. It took me a long time to learn that when I got stuck doing that for a hard seed once.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. For some people it's easier to do that with high jump on, and for others it's easier to do it with high jump off. Because the timing is entirely different if you have high jump or not.
I'd imagine you need to learn them separately. You couldn't really expect it to carry over.
Toasty gets his super missiles. Rasu is trying to do the green gate glitch, but he seems to be having a little bit of trouble. The green gate glitch here is really easy if you have Moonfall on, or Moonwalk, and it does get it eventually. And it is the X-Ray.
Ooh, they basically have everything they need to microwave things.
They do have the full microwave combo now, or Rasu does at least. So that makes Phantoon, Dragon, and Botwoon pretty trivial as bosses. And we get Spring Ball on Scotty's screen. Let's see what was at Billy Mays, but it doesn't look like it was anything terribly important.
I don't think Spring Ball is really necessarily needed for a lot of stuff unless things go south, right?
Yeah, well, the season races preset, unlike the old tournament randomizer, actually does have Spring Ball and Logic in a lot of places. So, like, something, for example, a lot of Suitless Meridia becomes available with Spring Ball and High Jump. Well, the Mama Turtle location becomes available, and I think there's a couple others.
Ooh, Suitless Meridia would be interesting. I've not seen a lot of that yet.
Yeah. Asdor is heading over to the right ship. We'll see where Toasty is going. Looks like he's probably doing the same. Whereas Rasu is following a more standard progression route, heading over to Red Tower. Sees those missiles and turns right around. Looks like Rasu is going to check the item over here, and maybe also Billy Mays. He will find his Spring Ball over here.
Checking out the wreck ship dead room that the only one you can look for items has another accessible super.
But you need a super pack you need supers to get to wreck ship, unfortunately. So that's currently the only in-logic super pack is, in fact, Gauntlet.
That's actually very interesting.
There could also be one at Spore Spawn.
Did we have anyone even check there?
No, and it probably won't. Well, it probably will, actually. Since once you have super missiles, it's pretty easy to just backdoor Spore Spawn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that Rasu might have tried, but he did not go for that play.
Okay. Looks like his first one was just missiles. Getting the microwave kill on Fantu is a little bit tricky because you have to shoot a missile first, otherwise Fantu will actually despawn. Oh, Esther doesn't have X-ray anyway. That is Toasty. Only Rasu has got X-ray so far. Probably
Well,
because
charged plasma is pretty strong too. I think it's probably stronger than the other choices.
Charged plasma's a little bit slower than a good Doppler.
I guess I never really timed it.
Well, a really good Doppler you can get a 2-round. Charged plasma, I think you need a 4-round. I'm not 100% on that one. And Toasty and Azure finish up with their Fantoon, one right behind the other.
I've never really been able to tell, but does wave increase the damage of that?
Every beam increases damage. Well, Spazer and Plasma don't increase damage with each other, obviously, because you can only have one at a time, but both Wave and Ice Beam do increase damage. I don't remember the exact numbers. I know that the full beam combo is 300 damage uncharged and 900 damage charged. And we get an X-ray check from Rasu. And just some missiles. And the right side super location is also more missiles.
I think he's gonna have a harrowing escape if he doesn't have a plan here.
Yeah, Rasu is a little bit low on health here. Fortunately with Grapple Beam, you can get through this room pretty safely.
He took a lot of damage his way through it the first round, though.
Yeah, as long as you don't get hit off the platform, you should be okay.
And he makes it. Wow.
Did Toasty check the right side of right ship? Past this waking room chest?
I don't think so, but I didn't actually, notice. I think it would have taken longer than we would have seen.
Yeah. Hey. Some intended strats in this room. Oh, and Ezra just resets. Doesn't want to keep those power bombs. Just missiles at Spazer.
Looks like we're seeing probably a Kraid run here.
Yeah. And Scotty's got his super missiles now, so everyone has their super missiles. We'll see how many people actually end up getting X-ray. Oh. Also, using that X-ray for its intended purpose, to see that reserve tank there.
Still really low on health, though.
Yeah, he is pretty low.
I guess maybe he's just planning on not taking damage, but...
Yeah. But there's actually a Kraid quick kill setup using Plasma Beam. I believe if you shoot like 2 missiles... Oh. Almost got the Kraid quick kill, but the first 2 supers got blocked by the claw. If you have the full beam combo on Kraid, you can shoot one missile and then shoot a charged beam shot, and then it'll kill Kraid. But if you shoot the plasma beam shot first, it will actually soft block the game because Kraid gets stuck.
I had a match show up the other day where someone managed to freeze Ridley. Just got stuck completely.
Or just some power bombs and missiles in the sky, and nothing terribly interesting so far. Getting the missiles in the sky without space jump, or well, really just without space jump or speed booster. Those are two items that make missiles in the sky pretty easy. Otherwise, you have to do some platforming on these floating platforms.
Yeah. You always pray there's nothing too good up there.
Yeah. And some super missiles in the warehouse. And a reserve tank. And Toasty tries to jump over, but doesn't quite make it. So it looks like everything interesting in the seat is probably in Norfair. I didn't see what was at the wrecked ship reserve location, but I know Azure checked it.
Do they have enough in Logic already to need to do a hell run?
Logic allows hell runs at 4 energy tanks, so... Or... the ice hell run is at 3 energy tanks, and the main hell run to Bubble Mountain is at 4. So... Toasty and Asdar are in Logic for all of the hell runs, but Rasu is not quite yet.
Rasu walked away from that reserve tank. You might need to consider going back for it then.
No, I think Rasu is good enough that he shouldn't need more tanks to do these hell runs. There's an energy tank in the Croc escape. And Scotty gets his X-ray.
Just
save.
The reserve tank hanging out at the parting gift.
We get wave beam behind the Alpha Powerbomb location. Which is a nice damage upgrade, and also helps out with hitting the blue gates and also just hitting enemies through walls.
Now, all those gates are probably already in Logic for being, like, broken for the most part, right?
Yeah. Every blue gate, I think, is in Logic to gate glitch. Fast. It is technically possible, actually, to do the hell run to ice on a single energy tank, and Rasu gets an energy tank, so he gets a nice refill here. Nice. But it is technically possible to get in and out of ice with just 99 energy. But it's pretty much has to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, he's going to check the other one.
The Crumble Tower missiles. And some super missiles. Ooh, and Skyder takes another death.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
Ooh. And Scotty has forfeit from the race. Since he didn't have any saves.
Oh no.
So he would have had to start from the beginning all over again. We might be able to pull one of the other runners who are not actually on the stream but are still in the race to take his spot. We'll see.
Yeah, saving can sometimes slow you down, but it can also save your entire game.
Yeah. There's only a few categories where there's... It's pretty... It makes a fair bit of sense to save in races, but in terms of like actual runs, there are very few runs where you'd actually want to save. Ooh. And we see Gravity Suit in the Wasteland. Or... not Wasteland. Coliseum? No, that's not Coliseum. I think this is I don't remember what room this is. I think it's a cathedral.
Now, do you think they're gonna keep going? Oh, he's going. They're going right on. Wow.
So Rasu does have his gravity suit now. He did pull a pretty nice crystal flash there to get enough energy to get that gravity suit and get out. And because this is based on the Season Races preset, the gravity suit does not protect from heat. It lets you move through water and makes it take a lot less damage from enemies. But it does not actually prevent damage in heated rooms.
Does it reduce damage like in a general sense though?
It reduces the damage taken from enemies by a factor of 4. So, it still provides the same protection it would from enemies, but it doesn't provide its heat protection.
Seeing our second Kraid run, this time from Asder.
I think this is our third. Toasty just finished Kraid a little bit
Oh,
ago.
I must have missed that one then. Oh no.
Ooh, Asder does the plasma beam quick kill.
Oh, he got it. That was fast.
It's very risky because if you do too much damage on your first shot to Kraid, his AI will lock up and he won't stand up, and he also won't open his mouth. So you just kind of get stuck. Plenty of energy in Pokemon, at least. There have been a decent number of pretty infamous seeds in the Randomizer League, where the first Power Bomb pack was in Cathedral. So you'd have to do a hell run to get the Power Bomb pack in Cathedral, and it was very much not fun.
Did they have morph bombs?
Yes. They usually had more phones for that. But it was quite a challenge because you couldn't do what Rusty did in Crystal Flash because you didn't have any power bombs. So... And Rasu is trying to check Wave Beam, but having a little bit of trouble with that. If you fall down, there's a couple of ways to get back up, but none of them are terribly easy. And there's a convenient energy tank here for a refill. There's still no real progression here.
Rasu didn't even want those missiles at the back of it.
I mean, you already have charge, so you don't really need ammo anymore. I guess progression is probably at Croc or for Reserve?
Couldn't it be in Meridia now?
It could be at Mama. It could be in Meridia. There's the 2 Mama Turtle items that are in Logic now. I don't think any of the others are, but there might be some. Normally, without Ice Beam, none of Suitless Meridia would be in. Well, actually, wait, they could be in Meridia because Gravity Suit. I somehow forgot about Gravity Suit existing.
See, that's what the gravity suit immediately made me think of, was that it might be saying, come in here, but move backwards.
Yeah, somehow I forgot they got Gravity Suit. Rasu is
Toasty
purple. I don't
has
know how I forgot
his.
that.
Oh, screw attack! Bubble Norfair.
Still 2 more items in the Norfair Reserve. Yeah, I think in full randomization, it's a much better bet to go to Norfair first than Phantoon, since Norfair has a much higher item density than like just total number of items than the wreck ship does.
I was thinking more of just like a gut feeling rather than a requirement, you know?
Yeah. It could still be something really good hidden behind Croc. Oh, looks like Rossi is going to check Croc.
I'm a little surprised he didn't check Speed Booster and stuff.
He did.
Oh, did I miss that? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Rossi does not have the wave beam, so he does have to gate glitch this blue gate.
Looks like Aster's on his way to get his gravity suit too now.
Toasty also pulling Crystal Flash. Fortunately, with the gravity suit, you can just run through the lava here, no problem, since it doesn't do no damage. Well, it doesn't do any more damage than...
Oh, Aster's in Dangerland.
Oh.
Yup. He must have thought he had more reserves than he did.
Yeah. If he just had like 10 to 20 more reserves, he could have refilled his reserve manually and then done a Crystal Flash.
Oh, Razu. That's such a funny little glitch.
Yeah. If you hit Crocomire with a charged plasma shot, it will instantly kill him because Crocomire doesn't have invulnerability frames when he gets hit by plasma beam, so it'll just infinitely hit him and instantly he'll just instantly walk all the way back as a result. And for some reason, you can grapple parts of Crocomire's body, and there's some interesting effects you can get from that. For example, you can pull Crocomire's tongue out of his head.
Oh, really? I've never
That's
seen
rather
that
amusing.
one. Well, Asger's back on track. He made it to Bubble Warfare.
We'll see what Croc has to offer, besides an energy tank.
Just some missiles hiding up there.
There's still another 3 items in the Croc area? Yeah. There's the grapple item, the Indiana Jones missiles, and then the sine wave missiles.
I guess he figured it might be easier to backtrack than to try to get across. Probably not even possible, actually.
with his item set, I don't believe there's a way he can get up. If you have a speed booster and high jump, you can get across with a long jump.
Just morph balls will get you there. Bombs will get you there,
Yeah,
actually.
Bombs or space jump. Does mean that I believe this item is... I'm not sure if that item location is in logic. Because you could get it to it with technically the intended method of getting that item, which is doing a very long chain of grapple jumps across those rippers. I don't think I've ever actually seen someone successfully do that.
I did once on a stream. Like, there was a race, and they went through the back way, and they just chained them with easy grapples, and I'm like, I don't even know how much practice that would take.
Toasty does a nice little moonwalk here with his dead Crocomire.
Keeping pace, at least. I'm a little sad he didn't synchronize his arm movements.
So everyone does go check Croc here, or everyone who's on stream at least.
I'm a little surprised no one thought to check Meridia, though. Just like someone breaking the norm.
Yeah. I guess there's not too many... Like the Meridian... A lot of the Meridian checks are pretty slow. And they don't have a way to get past Bot Moon yet. Well, they can Crystal Flash Clip. Toasty might do that, but I highly doubt it. I don't think any of the others would do Crystal Flash Clip to Bot Moon.
Well, it's looking like they might need to make that play soon, though.
Yeah, there's probably something in Mama Turtle or the Watering Hole.
Is getting up to the whole like aqueduct area like in logic already? They got grapple.
Getting to Aqueduct should be in logic. They do have if you have Gravity Suit, that's in logic.
Yeah, you can gravity jump anywhere.
Yeah. So that would mean that both the sand pits are in logic as well.
Yeah, basically I think the only thing they couldn't get is the one item trapped right there.
Yeah, they can't get Main Street Supers. They can't get either of the two Aqueduct items. And they can't get past Bot Moon.
Can't they snail clip?
Actually, wait, yeah, they can. I think. It's not in logic. So.
Oh, I'm a little surprised by that.
I guess Snail Clip just doesn't come up often enough to be in logic since it's... this preset is designed for a major-minor split. So, if you're on major-minor split, there'll almost never be something important in the Aqueduct because that's going to do minor items, and it's pretty late in the game. Just power bombs at both Mama Turtle items.
Is that like some subtle reference that Mama Turtle is the bomb? Laying down the bombshells.
Oh, you can find our Ice Beam.
Oh yeah, Ice Beam. That could open up more too. It can straight up get you through the Metroid.
Does put Rasu in Go mode, I believe. No, he's in his Various Suit. Yeah. Yeah, Rasu just needs Various Suit for Go mode now.
Does he have a way of getting up the worst room in the game?
Spring ball jump is in logic.
Oh,
And he also, and
right.
those,
Oh, no. I had to do that once, and it was no good.
the high jump, wall jump is also in logic. He has high jump boots, so the wall jump is in logic. The only thing that's not in logic in this is, or for a worst room, is getting up with just regular boots, or without any high jump or anything like that. So you need high jump, space jump, bombs, ice beam, or spring ball, I believe.
I did look it up, and it is very technically possible to do it without boots or anything, but double pixel perfect or something? Wall
I
jumps?
believe it's frame and pixel perfect on, it's, I think, pixel perfect on the setup and then frame perfect on the wall jump itself. Yeah, you do need ice beam and charge beam to, if you're using ice to get up.
Just a bunch of missiles up here.
So it looks like ice beam probably is the progression. Well, it's still 4 items in the sand pits, which could very easily be something.
I think Ice Beam just gets him to Dragon. I think that's all it really does. But that might be, yeah, go mode.
Ice beam gives access to Dragon. Honestly, with this energy and ammo count, I wouldn't be surprised if Toasty doesn't bother getting Varia Suit, since he has a lot of energy and enough ammo for almost 2 full crystal flashes, plus the full beam combo. It means he has a lot of damage.
The run I saw with Aster, he did a hell dive to Ridley with less health than he already has, just using crystal flashes.
Oof. Yeah,
I mean,
doing
he
that
did
many
die a
crystal
few
flashes.
times.
Yeah. I think Rossi was going for the left sand pit, but ended up falling in the right one. It's a power bomb and I think a missile pack, super missile pack. So I'll just reset and check the other sand pit.
Is Shack Tool in logic?
Should be actually. Now that they have grapple beam and high jump.
Oh, what was that glitch?
Which one?
The one that Aster just did, where he was like floating up towards the ceiling.
Grapple jump maybe? I didn't exactly see. If you morph at the right time during a grapple swing, you can essentially keep jumping up.
Oh, then that must have been it. I guess I have not encountered that one before.
So I think the most common use of it is in this room here to basically grapple jump up without hitting the snails.
Looks like the other sand pit had nothing either.
And Aster is making the, now that we know wise decision to skip the sand pits.
Yeah, this could just be the time where he catches right past Rasu. They were neck to neck most of this time.
It doesn't have the X-ray,
He might not even need it though.
but it's still a pretty quick kill on bot lane, although Dragon will be a bit slower. And there's Various Suit.
Ooh, so this was the play to get the various suits. So no suitless. I mean, no hell dive.
Nope. And I think Astra's also in go mode now. Yeah, I think so. So they're actually pretty well synced up here. Just one right behind the other. It's pretty much just going to come down to execution. Rossu's Dragon is going to be a little bit faster than the others.
This might come down all the way to how Ridley and then Mother Brain plays out.
Ridley and Mother Brain should be a little bit faster for Ezra and Toasty, since they do have the Wave Beam for some more damage. Ezra's still checking items.
I was thinking more like Baby Skips and Zeb Slips.
Yeah. I know Toasty and Russo, I know, are will get the Ice Zeb Skip very easily with this. Baby Skip, I'm not so sure about. It's pretty tricky. They do have high jump, so it's actually possible. The high jump, it's technically possible to do the Baby Skip without high jump and with space jump, but you will lose time every time. So it's never worth it.
Ezra already got it. He didn't even need.
Yeah. Man, I should see.
Toasty's caught up too.
Just
He's neck to neck with Rasu.
Well, now Rasu's done.
Yeah, he's probably gonna catch a little because of the X-rays.
On the first pass. I guess with just plasma and ice, you have to be a little more precise with your microwaving. Alright, they can do the grapple kill, which is pretty quick. Looks like Toasty is setting up for the fast grapple kill. Oh, and he does get it.
Oh, that is a smooth grab.
And it's a vanilla bomb set. Very good item. I think Toasty is just heading right out.
I think we're gonna see a plasma check.
No.
Makes sense. They probably both realize they're in go mode.
I think the only thing they would really want right now is like maybe speed booster. It does help speed up a fair bit. And maybe space jump.
Probably not worth going out of their way to look for, though.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if it would save time. Like to check the item behind, like even items like right behind Ridley. I'm not even sure if that would save time to check. Because it's a pretty low chance of that being the item they're looking for. And if it's not the item they're looking for, they just lost 8 seconds for the door transitions.
They're probably gonna skip right through Golden Chorizo too, right?
Yeah. Even if it is the item they're looking for, it'll still cost 15 seconds to pick up the item, because there's 8 seconds of doors and then another 7 seconds to actually do the item fanfare.
Oh, so when you're going back this way, you need to do the Metroid skip again.
Yeah, if you're going back through that, you have to ice skip again. But you can also just take the sand pit out.
That is true. Good to know, because I've never gone backwards that way.
So it looks like Ezra is a little bit in the lead here. And Rasu and Toasty are right behind each other. Or Toasty's right behind Rasu. we'll have to do the gravity jump for lava dive, but with high jump, it's pretty trivial.
Yeah, he got it nice and cleanly done.
It is doable without high jump, but you have to time the jump really close to, or you have to time the pause so that it's right after you jump.
Yeah, he actually jumped almost a little too late, I realized, because when you do it normally, it'll just toss you right up on top of the platform.
Yeah. If you're paying close attention, you'd notice that he kind of jumped a little, like he was already in the air before his pause finished. So he lost a bit of speed because he wasn't quite.
He did a great job recovering, though, just because just recovering could be difficult.
Yeah.
And he's already up past the worst room. Good.
Yeah, with high jump, the worst room wall jump isn't that bad. And with screw attack, none of the enemies in Lower Warfare are really any challenge.
And no, it's a whole different ballgame if you don't get screw attack, though.
With charged plasma, it's not too much of an issue, still, but... Looks like Toasty is actually catching up to Rossi a bit here. It's just a little cleaner movement.
And Rossi's past it.
And so is Toasty. Azra's finished up with his Metal Pirates.
The Flying Ninja Pirate.
That is a good point. Rossi's actually a fair bit behind because he still hasn't done Fantoon.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That is no good. Azra's got him trapped in a good combo right there. This is gonna be over really quick.
Yeah, it is actually a bit faster to use super missile. Well, twice as fast actually to use super missiles than charge shots here.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have enough to just use them though.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to save some for something else. Maybe a crystal flash on the way out.
Not sure what you'd really need a crystal flash for, though.
Looks like Azra's checking what the items are down there in Fireflies.
It's just missiles. think Toasty will, though. No, Toasty's not checking the item. He's not going to check Fireflies either. Ezra will pick up that E-Tank.
Yeah, no need to worry about it. Decides he doesn't want that E-Tank, though.
Yeah, now that he has 7, he has enough for stand-up, and he's pretty full on health. So he doesn't need it for a refill. I think Toasty's about, like, a minute or 2 behind Asda right now.
So that was a clip right through those?
Toasty and Russ are almost synced, but Russ still has to get his Fantoon. And Astra just has to, well, Astra and Toasty both just have to run back through the terrain and finish up Mother Brain, and then they're done.
Astra's almost all the way back to the ship anyway.
Probably won't stop at the ship. It does have a decent amount of ammo.
I just figured he'd run right by it.
Yeah, and the rest of Nerd Twist are doing the Frog Speedway clip. That was, I think, actually only just discovered pretty recently, like in the last week or 2. I don't really understand how it works too well myself, but basically if you shoot like 16 times in the right spot while trying to run through that wall, you'll just keep going. And as long as you don't let go, you won't stop.
Really? I think that's the first I've heard of that too.
Yeah, I heard about it, like, I think it was really, like, just in the last week or so.
I was actually a little interested in that clip that Asder did through that part of Norfair where you normally need a speed booster for.
I think that was the first video clip. And Mazda is getting into his turn now.
Not even stopping, just barreling right through them all.
One of the important things of the Frog Speedway clip is that it does only work when you're going to the left. So it'll only really come up in Rando and a few other weird places where you are in Bubble Mountain and can't get speed booster for some reason.
Still, I might try to look it up for myself, just because there have been times where I've wanted to get out of a little faster on combos too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he wants to skip.
Probably not damaging himself when he's damaging himself down that much. Just slightly variant screw attack, and it just gets a quick grab, faces right. And Rasu's heading right to his Fantoon, while Toasty heads left to Troy. I think Azure has enough of a lead at this point that there's pretty much nothing that Toasty could do to catch up. Pretty much the only way that Toasty could catch up at this point is if Azure dies some other brain or something.
Yeah. It's also pretty unlikely that Rousey's gonna catch up to either one of them at this point either.
Without deaths, Rasu, there's no way Rasu's going to catch up. I guess if Azure took a really long time trying to do Zeb skip, maybe. But
or possibly a disconnect. We had one of those in a race recently too.
Rasu's going to give us our microwave ghost.
And he got it.
Just hitting into the baby Metroid, right as Azure finishes up with Mother Brain 2.
I think he's gonna try for the baby skip himself.
Yeah. And Azure's getting for stand up here. Looks like he's got it as long as he doesn't soft block.
Got caught.
This is a little bit low on supers here. So we'll have to use a fair number of missiles to get through Mother Brain 1. And Rasu opting to stop by at the ship before he goes for his Turian. And Azure just finished up with his Mother Brain 3. Just as Toasty finishes his Mother Brain 1. See if anyone here decides to save the animals. They do have to take the slow way through the escape since they don't have speed booster. interesting bug on Toasty's screen with the grapple beam kind of angling out like that. Not one I've seen before.
Oh, he didn't save him.
And Asder has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour and 6 minutes and 0 seconds. GG to Asder for taking first place in this race. And we'll see if Russell gets his baby skip. Oh. Someone is asking for the soft like a mother brain. Toasty got a fortunately short version of it. If you have a beam shot on screen, when you get the hyper beam, it will lag the game pretty immensely. Fortunately for Toasty, it was very close, and so didn't really have too much of an issue with it.
Were those Japanese subtitles on there too?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen anyone play with the subtitles on.
Apparently, John is saying that if you hold item cancel, it will remove the lag from having a beam out on screen when it switches to rainbow beam. Toasty thought about doing a right side climb, but decided to do a left side climb in the end. Or probably more likely he forgot he had speed booster. Or forgot he didn't have speed booster.
Ross, who got his Zeb skip. Oh, and Toasty did not save the animals either.
Nope. And Toasty has finished in the second place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 47 seconds.
GG, Toasty.
And we should see Rossi finishing up in just a little bit here. And none of the other off-stream runners have finished yet either, which is kind of surprising. There are, I believe, 4 other runners in the race who are not on stream right now. So it's actually pretty unusual in these races to have the first few spots end up in the stream. Usually at least one of the off-stream runners places in the first couple spots. There are still a few minutes until Rossi finishes, so someone might sneak in to get 3rd place. Speed boosters that could criteria power bombs. So it wasn't in logic until I think speed booster would only be in logic after Dragon, or if they found space jump somewhere. I didn't see where space jump was.
Now, where's criteria power bombs? Was that the one up Ty?
Criteria power bombs is the location up and to the right of the ship.
Yeah, that's the one I was
26.
thinking. Okay.
So you need speed booster, an infinite bomb jump, or space jump to get there.
Did anyone find space jump yet?
I don't think so. I think. Did we get to that part in the credits yet and I missed it? Ah, there we go. Yeah, the intended logical super missiles were indeed a gauntlet. Bombs were in space jump. Space jump was power bomb lower north fair above something. I think it's the Ruby special power bombs? I don't know. So anyway, speed booster basically wasn't in logic until you were in go mode.
Did anyone find the morph bombs?
I think Rasu did. They were at the space jump location. And it looks like we have Toasty in here with us for an interview.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy. Good game to Asdir and Scotty, and soon to be Rasu.
Yeah. So what did you think about the seed, Toasty?
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Yeah, I was definitely loud when the gravity was in the cathedral. It was pretty funny. And other than that, I mean, yeah, not too bad. I mean, like we got the charge right away, so that's like huge. And I was preparing to do Suitless Lower Norfair almost the entire, well, like half the seed, and so I was like, well, I'll just go to Meridia, and then I'll find some more ammo, like some more power bombs or something, you know. And I found Varia, so the heck, it's all good.
Yeah. Looks like we also have Ezra here.
Okay.
Hello.
Good game, man.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah. Two of you pretty much did the exact same route, with a like minor differences.
Did Toasty do Croc?
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how the beginning of this seed went, because my first supers were at the Gauntlet.
I think
Is
that was
everybody's?
everyone's.
Okay, I wasn't
Probably
sure.
everyone's, yeah.
Yeah,
I went down deep into
Same.
got plasma, and then was like, well, probably should have gone to Gauntlet. Like,
Yeah,
I knew supers are in the back. I checked, but
yeah, I did too. I only had 5 power bombs though for a while, until I got into Big Pink or something. So.
Oh, I don't remember how many I had. I feel like I had
think
10.
A lot of people got a second pack in the last missiles location.
Oh yeah, I skipped the 230. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I had 10, and so I figured when Scotty said he died, I figured he was talking about Gauntlet, because
same.
10 power bombs were available.
Right. Okay.
And then I saw he was like, oh, I died at checking criteria supers, and then it was just like, okay, you deserve that one.
Yeah, I don't even think that's worth looking at. It's like it takes so long, and I don't know. That's it can pay off, but like you need to get speed to like even go back there, which I never found. So yeah. Yeah, did you Yeah, get the supers at Gauntlet and go right to ship.
Yeah, I just went right
Yeah.
back out.
Same here. Yep.
And then went to Rick's ship and then full cleared it and
Yeah,
That
that was
sucks.
trash. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so Speed Booster was at the Criteria Power Bombs location, so it was basically impossible to actually get. Like, you would have had to either get bombs at Dragon and then get Speed Booster, or Space Jump somewhere in Lower Norfair, I'm not exactly sure where.
it
And
was
then-
PB's in jail probably.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
not reasonably possible. It looks like we also have Rasu here.
Yo, good game, Rasu.
GG.
Good game, Razu.
GG. This is my first time playing a full rando.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to play.
It's a different game. Yeah, it's crazy. But
Yeah,
you did very well. Like, obviously, just behind us, me and Elm.
So what's
behind.
next, Rossi? Combo rando?
Oh my god, no! I mean, wait. I can't say no because I expressed interest to certain people in the chat. I don't
Oh,
wanna be a
that's
liar.
okay. I've
I
been
don't want to be
promising.
a liar. I said I'll just say maybe.
I've been promising JRP I'll run Fusion for years, and I never did it. I promised JC too.
But I feel like I really went out of my way to find things. For example, when I was in Green Hill Zone, I decided, I'll check Billy Mays, and you know,
Oh yeah. I mean, it can.
So-
There can be something there. Like, it's
Yeah, it's
just yeah. That's the thing about these fully like you have to. I feel like you kind of have to gamble in order to get a competitive time. Like, you have to pick and choose. Because if you like 100% everything, it just takes so long. You know.
you have to. It's more like ALTTP rando. You have to
Yeah.
like cut corners, but you have to make good decisions when you cut
Yeah.
corners. Like which ones to cut is kind of the same.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
like,
You made a good call on the gauntlet, though. You got supers before anyone else.
Oh, me.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
I thought that, you know, like, because I had screw attack. Was it screw attack?
Mm, I don't-
Screw attack
no,
was kind of late.
I had
Yeah, I
like I had two power bombs. That's right.
Yeah,
Because I went to 230 missiles after BT, and then I had a total of 10 power bombs. And I was like, well, there's 3 items to check at Gauntlet, so I decided to go up there. I was hoping for a major, but I guess supers were good enough.
It was kind of funny, like, as you were going down through Brennstar, like, all the supers were behind all of the super doors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is Plando material.
Yeah. Yeah. What order did you find gravity first, Rasu, and then like go to Meridia, or do any?
Yeah, I found gravity first.
Yeah.
I cleared out Bubble Mountain, Croc,
Same.
and then I went to Meridia.
Yep. Okay.
Did anyone else die after picking up gravity?
Oh no, I crystal flashed actually.
Yeah, I made it.
Oh,
I made it a crystal flash to get the Norfair Reserve, though.
I spent like a bit of extra time in the lava because I kind of did a double take when I saw gravity.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought I had a full reserve tank, and so I paused in Rising Tides when my HP was getting low to manual refill, and I realized my reserve only had 10 HP.
Oh no.
I could sense your terror.
Well, it wasn't really terror. It was just more like, well, I'm screwed. Let's just reset and do it again.
Yeah, I think that if I'm gonna continue to play full rando, I like Toasty said, I really gotta cut.
Yeah, it feels bad, but it's like you kind of have to do it. Yeah.
Well,
It's like
the easiest way
I-
to cut corners is to not know all the locations.
Yeah.
Then so I'm halfway there because I really don't know all the locations.
God. What feels really bad is I did Indiana Jones and I missed the last Ripper, and I was like, oh, I still need stuff. What if something's there? Whatever, I left it.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I wasn't like when I did the first jump to the first Ripper, I wasn't conscious of the fact that I couldn't get back up, even though that was the exact reason I gate glitched.
Oh
And I was
yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
funny.
well-
Yeah,
Well, okay, I could waste like 20 minutes here. I actually legit in one combo rando race. I was in Voice of the Total, so I was just kind of like messing around. It was very casual, and I wasted 20 minutes going for that item, and it was a hard container.
oh yeah,
Oh no.
Could have been
it
worse.
feels bad. I wonder. I don't know if Indiana Jones is in the logic in this league stuff.
It should be.
I don't
Yeah.
think we saw what was up there, did we?
I made an attempt to look
I don't
at
think
it.
We all
but,
failed.
yeah.
Yay!
It's
I
pretty
think-
nerve-wracking. You can't get right back up there.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like do or die.
I think it's in logic to get there with grapple, but I have literally never seen anyone actually do the grapple up all of the rippers. So, yeah, I don't know. It's probably one of those tricks that's like the screw attack for the second item behind the Brinstar Reserve, where it's technically in logic, but no one is actually reasonably decent at actually executing it.
That's not true. A number of people can do the screw attack thing. It's not hard. It just takes knowledge.
Yeah. Like,
It's just the chances of Deceit forcing you to do it are so low
yeah,
because it's
like
one
the
location with very specific, very
Mm.
specific item set
It's a-
required.
yeah, it's like it's a trick that it's specific to a single item location. You'll almost never need to actually use it for that item because there's a dozen easier ways to get it, and even if you do, it's like even if you do have to use it to get to that item, it's not necessarily an item that's actually required. So
Yeah, I don't know how to do the screw attack trick. I could probably learn it
Me
if,
neither.
if I took like literally 10 minutes to sit down and learn it, but I just never bothered.
I remember there was one race where it was required, and one of the runners spent over an hour trying to get it. Like, spent over an hour literally looking up tutorials in the middle of the race.
It's like from what I understand, it's really not that hard, but like you have to do it in a very specific way. So if you're just trying it on your own, you're probably not gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of strats in this game. They're really reliable, but like if you just watch somebody do it and try it yourself, it's they're precise and particular, whatever. Yeah.
It's like Zebetide Skip. Actually, it's a lot like Zebetide Skip. Not in how it's done, but in like how specific it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can store a Shine Spark and then Shine Spark through those bomb blocks.
No.
I don't think you'd have enough time.
Do you mean for back of Brinstar Reserve?
Uh-huh.
No. You're not going to be able to hit them out because your Shine Spark is 2.5 tiles high at least.
Oh, I know how you could have gotten to the top of that to get the space jump up there. You could have used the shot. What is it? The Crystal Flash Shine Spark.
Oh,
Ah.
the flash suit.
Yeah.
Wait,
No thanks.
which one?
Where was that?
Oh,
The speed
wait.
booster.
Oh yeah,
Are you
the
talk-
speed booster. Yeah,
Speed Booster? You're talking about Speed Booster?
yeah.
You
I just
could have
realized
done
that was an option.
Yeah, technically.
It's technically an option, but it's an option that very few people will ever use because it takes so much time to set up. It's almost never worth it.
I had a combo rando seed in tournament where Speed Booster was at Lumberjack, and so that's like knowable. That's something you can see is like, oh, I have to do Aghanim 1 if I want to get that item. So I got Crystal Flash blue suit from Dragon and carried it all the way to Waterway, and then carried it all the way to Gratuity Supers where I knew Grapple was, and then checked Shactyl, and Shactyl had nothing.
Basically dashless strats.
Man,
I still won, so it was worth it.
worth.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a few regrets in this race. Like when I picked up Varia, I knew that I was in go mode, but I just wanted more. I just wanted to find more things.
Yeah, I had like 11 tanks and 2 reserves, and I was still collecting like missiles because I was like, as soon as I'm done with Dragon, I'm going right to Suitless Lorn Warfare. But then, so I like wasted a lot of time. I did Croc too. It's just like, so I thought I executed all right, but I obviously some stuff was kind of bad. But like, I collected way more stuff than I needed. So many tanks.
Yeah, I ended up with 9.
Yeah, it's so much.
I ended up with 7 because I found Vario when I had 6.
Okay. Yeah, I missed Baby Skip. I did do a stand-up. A lousy one. I did John Lock. So
Is
John.
Baby Skip different without Speed Booster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt
the
it.
jump
I was
start.
like, I got grabbed immediately. I was like, oh, what? And then I realized I didn't have Speed Booster.
I have no idea how to do it without Speed Booster, so I just didn't bother trying. Zos doesn't know how to do it either, I think.
That was probably a smart play. Yeah. I got like 3 jumps and I got grabbed, so like half.
It's weird and it takes a bit longer too, so it's more risky for less time
okay.
save.
Oh, where was Wave?
Wave was
Alpha?
Behind
Alpha power bombs.
Oh,
Yes.
I went up Meridia, so I didn't check that.
Yeah. Ice was kind of hype. I was like, hey, go
Where
mode.
was Ice?
Sort of.
Oh, yeah,
Crab
Ice
Supers?
Crab
Yeah.
Supers, yeah.
Right.
I was like one of the big reasons that I was thinking about going to LN was because I didn't have Ice or Speed.
Yeah. I was funny. Shoutouts to Owl, who apparently Sulis Meridia the whole thing. So he went into Meridia without even being able to like do it. Well, by the way, where's Spring Ball? I never found it.
It's the first time, right? No.
Left side of Blue Brain Star.
Oh yeah, it was at meme route power bombs.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Yeah. Dang it. Should have gone. I should have just checked there in Green Hills or whatever. Actually, I never went back to Green Hills. Never mind.
I didn't either. I was thinking about it. I was like,
Yeah.
like maybe 40 minutes in, no suits, and I was just like, man,
Yeah.
there sure was a lot of Pink Prince Star that I couldn't do. Kind of worried.
Yeah. After getting the first supers, I was thinking about going back down to Pink and like checking all that stuff, and then going down to Norfair. Ship will pay out, right? Yeah.
I didn't really think the ship was going to pay out, but
Okay.
I also didn't feel like I had enough information to really make that call. But I didn't have a good feeling about it.
Yeah.
It was kind of surprising. There was nothing in the wreck ship. There was like a reserve tank, and that was it.
Yeah, there's like a tank and a reserve tank. It was, yeah.
You always gotta watch out for that treasure cruise, though. Sometimes there's just stuff hiding.
Yeah. What was it? There was a Rando League recently, like this last week, that had gravity charge high jump boots and like screw attack in a ship.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday. I don't know.
I was like, oh man.
Now I want to know like
I was
what
playing
was
that game.
Oh, you were playing? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to know like what was in Brinstar that seed, because I want to know if I would have gone up or down.
Yeah, right.
We had Speed Booster
Forget.
early, and that's what made us go to Wreck Ship first.
Okay. That kind of takes the fun out of it.
Yeah. But everything was there. Yeah, gravity, charge, high jump.
Yeah,
It was
it
gravity.
was really stacked.
I think I've seen a couple of seeds where you find both gravity and Varia in wrecked ship, and it's just like, well,
Yeah, man, that hasn't happened in a long time, but
You start
kinda
following
funny.
the new route, or
Yeah.
I think one really silly stacked ship was in the random tournament last year, me versus Kip, and he knew how to do high jump lava dive, and I don't. So he was like more comfortable going down to Norfair, and I decided to go up to Wreck Ship. And Wreck Ship had high jump, space jump, and speed booster, none of which ended up being required.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I made up so much time with all the movement items over
Yeah.
Kip, who did high jump plus lava dive, that that I won by like a minute or two.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, so like he had better routing, like less backtracking, but
Yeah.
you just were like so much faster. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. One of the races I commentated, one of the runners didn't have any movement items, but they were like, I think 5 minutes ahead at the start of Lower Norfair. But the other runner had speed, screw, and space. So they just blazed through Lower Norfair and ended up finishing first. Like, getting out of Lower Norfair before the other runner did.
Yeah, space is really strong in Lower Norfair. And then screw attack is like one of the next best things. Screw attack or high jump.
Did you do Croc this one, Astor?
Yeah, I did.
Dang.
So I I got gravity and then died, and then got gravity again, and I was thinking of like piecing back out, but then I was thinking like, well, I still don't have ice or speed, so I don't really want to rush Meridia, so I'll clear out Bubble Mountain. So I get to Bubble Mountain, I do reserve, which had screw attack, and then I go over to speed, and I realize I'm about to die, and I'm sitting there farming, and I'm just like, I don't really feel like farming, this is taking a long time, so I just skipped that and went down to Croc.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And
That's
then
funny.
and then I beat Croc, missed out on the grapple item, and came back up, and I was just like, well, I'm kind of close to Lower Norfair, and I could hope Ice or Speed is there and just rush it right now. And I was going to do that, but I only had 15 power bombs out of 25. So I went to go farm power bombs from Frog Speedway, realized there are no B-toms you can access from the right. So I did the trick where you overload the PLM interactions to walk through the speed wall, and then got them all on me and killed them, got 6 power bombs, and realized, wait, the PLM interactions are done. I can't go back through the wall, so I can't go to LN.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'd never actually seen that before. That was one of the more interesting clips I've seen.
I ended up doing it twice because I did it on the way out of LN too.
I saw that.
Awesome. Yeah, this is my first time seeing that today as well. It's like a brand new trick. When you have wave and another upgrade or something, yeah.
Yeah,
do it with just
wave spacer or wave plasma.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Not sure if you can hit the blocks, the glitchy blocks, without a wider beam.
Okay.
I know that the amount of times you have to shoot depends on combo that you have. For example, like Plasma's 11 shots. That's what I know, at least. Spacer is like some other number of shots.
I think Space was like 15 or 16.
16, yeah, 16.
That I didn't know that, but that actually makes sense, depending on how many blocks are out of bounds and where they are.
Yeah, sounds like we did like really similar stuff, like the three of us, but I did go over to Speed Booster and check the wave as well. So that lost me a little bit of time.
Yeah, I had no plan. Like when I saw E-Tank at Retro Brinstar, I was like, wait a minute. This is full rando. Like I asked in the SRL chat if it was full rando, and I thought you guys were joking when you said yes.
No, that's funny.
For a while there, we thought it was like almost a 3-way split at the same point, and then we realized you hadn't actually done Wreck Ship yet.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to go up Wreck Ship. Like I had no plan. I was afraid that if I didn't have Speed Booster, and like barrier or gravity was that reserved at the setback? No.
Well, good games, guys. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
off. Thanks, Shalashkalska and Zimnala.
I think
Yep.
this the full rando ended up being more interesting to talk about afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I know that at least from my experience watching, the routes can really differ runners.
yeah. You see a lot more variance because it's not as clear what the best plays are. Even there's a lot of there's so many little decisions to make. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
good game all. This is what my first experience with this Randomizer, so
oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah. Hopefully
it was
it's a good one.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, GG everyone. I'm gonna head on out then.
Yeah. Good games.
GG everyone.
See you next time.
All the runners. So yeah.